everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. So today's video is going to be focusing on the playroom. As you can see, it's a bit of a disaster. I've been putting this off for I think a month or so now. I just don't like cleaning the playroom. I like to avoid it. Plus I only like to do it when the kids are not around, so whether they're in bed or all three of them are at school. I have a couple hours a week that I can do that, but I've been doing other projects when my youngest was at preschool, so today's the day to get going. I have a couple hours, so I'm hopefully gonna get done in a couple hours. If not, I'll finish it in a couple days from now. But my focus on here is I wanna clean up the playroom, I wanna vacuum it, so tidy up the toys, vacuum it, and then I also wanna rearrange some of the furniture because I'm just not loving how it is right now. Like, it's functional, but I feel like I can arrange it a bit better. So I'll take you along with me as I do that. I'll probably do some trial and error. So I'm just gonna get going at this because I have a couple hours to do this and I really would love to get it done today. So I'm gonna take you around and show you a quick before, and then I'll get right onto it. So if you do enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as that does help my channel a lot. If you do enjoy today's video, along with other content you see here on my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. So hit that red subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from me. Now let's get doing this because I got a lot of work ahead of me.
Just close my eyes and think of you. When I'm sleeping with someone new, I can't help myself, I wanna get you. Still feel the way I feel when somebody calls you mine. Are you sleeping with someone new? Someone new,
So yes, there was toys everywhere, and this was gonna be so much work, but it makes it even more satisfying as it gets done. So what I find easiest to do when I tackle the playroom when it's like this is I divide up the playroom into zones. So I kind of focus on an area where I can sit and grab everything. I pick up everything off the floor, put them in the right bins, and then I'll vacuum that area, and it just makes it so much easier to manage and doesn't make it feel so incredibly overwhelming. So that's kind of what works for me. Let me know in the comments below, do your kids regularly pick up their toys and clean up after themselves? Is it something that you kind of leave and just let them play and just live with? Because we have the actual playroom, I don't mind if it's not too bad. Plus right now we're not having a lot of people over, but I do once in a while get the kids to tidy up. But I find it's easier if they're not home and I can just focus and get it done myself, then I know everything gets put away properly and it gets done the way that I want it. So I'm just curious, let me know in the comments below what your typical toy or playroom clean routine is with your kids.
every day, every way. I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit.
So many socks. My kids, my son especially, will take his socks off and stuff them in the chair over there or just put them on the floor. I'm constantly finding dirty socks, but they hardly notice because they have lots of socks, so I guess that's not an issue. But always come home from school, take the socks off, sit down, and just drop them where they are. So I can sometimes easily find a dozen socks in here. It's kind of crazy. And these containers my kids use for fish crackers all the time, and they always forget to bring them back to the kitchen. So I'm always finding these too.
Right by your side, right by your side. Now every day, every night, every moment with you. Walking.
Does anyone ever feel like it's a workout to clean a kid's playroom and toys? Let me know in the comments below if that's how you feel. I also think, for me anyway, because I like to go at it hard and get it done fast, I find I'm moving all around quickly, up and down all the time and stuff, so I just feel like I'm getting a workout while doing it. So I guess bonus, having kids, you get free workouts in there as well, just by cleaning up all their toys. So I'm just curious if I'm the only one or if you guys are like that as well. Once I got this area done, which by the way, it was so satisfying in just one section, I knew I wanted to put the Lego tables here, but I hadn't really planned out how I wanted to put the Lego tables because we do have two of them. So I just kind of was trying to figure out where to put them, and then I have to figure out where I'm going to put the chair. So I was kind of thinking on my feet a little bit and trying to get everything cleaned up, and I had a time crunch of about 2 hours, so I really felt the pressure, but I'm really happy with the end result, which I'm really excited to show you guys as I get towards the end. But let me know in the comments below if you're cleaning something right now or tidying up a space, or any space really. It doesn't have to be a kid's space, because I'm hoping I'm providing you with tons of cleaning motivation, because that's my goal with all my videos. So I'm hoping that I'm providing you that kind of motivation today.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to.
I think the reason why I was avoiding doing the playroom, because honestly it was a bit intimidating, because I knew it was going to be a lot of work, and I knew it might feel overwhelming, but I'm really glad that I'm getting it done, and I promise you, continue on watching, because the end result is so worth it, because it is so satisfying. In fact, one thing I do, which I might have mentioned this in some other videos of mine, is when I clean a space like the playroom or some other spaces in our house, I always send pictures to my husband at work, so he can say, see, it was clean. So that way, if the kids come home, make a bit of a mess, then he knows for sure at one point it was clean, even if it was for 5 minutes or an hour or whatever. So I do tend to do that. Does anyone else do that? Let me know in the comments below. If you clean up a space in your house when your husband's out at work, do you send a photo to him to prove that you actually did it? So even if it's not at that same state when he gets home, that it was done? I'm just curious if I'm the only one and maybe a little weird when it comes to that. So what I was doing here was I was actually measuring to make sure I could fit the shelf standing up on its side that was underneath the TV before, because I didn't want to move it and turn out it doesn't fit there. So it did fit there, but I did have to measure it to make sure, because I didn't want to, you know, move it for no reason.
Somewhere we won't be scared.
You will see me flying high. I'm staring into your blue eyes. We don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need.
Does anyone else find watching someone vacuum extremely satisfying? I'm not sure why, but I do.
Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and save you.
Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're out of time and you.
So you'll notice that when I cleaned the playroom, I did not touch any of the Lego on the Lego tables, because my son and daughter had started building things and I didn't want to mess anything up with what they did. So I didn't touch any of the Lego on the Lego tables themselves, just any Lego that was on top of the bins or the drawers and that sort of thing.
You got me too. Got me.
I've been saved.
So if you're looking for some ways to store toys and stuff in your kids' playroom or their bedroom, we absolutely love the square shelves. If you've been around here for a while, you've seen that I have them all over the house in various rooms, so we definitely have become pretty good at putting these types of shelves together. But we use the soft boxes that come in different colors depending on the time of year and the season. They seem to vary on the colors they have, but what's great about them is they're lightweight. They have a bit of a handle on the outside of it so the kids can pull them out, and they're collapsible. So we have a bunch downstairs that we no longer need that are down there. But as you see, I've been kind of dragging them around the playroom to put the toys in it as I did each section, and they're not that heavy, just the way of the toys. So I highly recommend them if you're looking for some sort of toy storage. And the square shelves are great as well, because we use them to not only put the soft boxes in, but they're great if you have to put a few other bigger toys or trucks or something on a shelf somewhere. They fit a lot of those types of toys perfectly.
Somehow, wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say.
So yes, we do have a lot of books, but adding these floating shelves on the bottom here that was nothing before made a huge difference for us and gave us so much more storage space for our books. I absolutely love this little corner of all the books, plus above it we have all our board games and puzzles, so it's kind of all together in one area, and it was a perfect solution for all the books that we had.
I never left a stone unturned, trying
So you'll see that we have Duplo and Lego. My older two love playing with Lego, but they also love doing the Duplo because it's bigger, easier to build with. So we're not going to be getting rid of the Duplo anytime soon, even as our kids get older, because I also remember as a kid when I was a bit older, I loved making like houses and stuff out of Duplo because it was easier to build like a roof that had a peak to it and everything. So that's something I highly recommend. We did Mega Blocks for a while. I didn't really like them. They were harder to build with. They were very limiting, it felt like. So I highly recommend if you're looking for something for a younger child that's like Lego, but you don't want Lego because it's too small, I would just jump right into Duplo because it's good for so many different ages and you can build so many different things with it. I personally did not like the Mega Blocks at all, and we got rid of them and didn't keep them very long. This playroom cleanup was honestly so satisfying. It made me smile when I finished it, and all the hard work was definitely worth it. So I hope today's video provided you with some cleaning motivation and some inspiration on how to organize your kids' toys, their playroom, or even toys and stuff in their bedroom. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you did enjoy today's video, along with other content you see here on my channel, I would love if you consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. It's completely free to do so. So don't forget that red subscribe button and that notification bell so you miss any future videos from me. And if you're already in my channel, say hello down below in the comments. I love to interact with all my subscribers. So I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for clicking on my video today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!